Welcome to 20 Sides. We are a D&D podcast, and this is episode 11, The Source. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts. Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, do all those fun things. We would love to have you at our table. Enjoy.
On the last episode of 20 Sides, Leo, Yarost, and Seven met Riston while attempting to enter Crowreach Tower and gained an ally. The trio began investigating the cells on the bottom floor, meeting Amtrak, and being reunited with Jasper. Yarost and Leo pried open a secret door deep in the dungeons underneath Crowreach Tower. The episode ended with our adventurers investigating and battling through the hidden pathways below. And that's where we begin.
Welcome to 20 Sides, a fast-paced, story-driven, actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. I'm your DM, Matt.
I'm Bobby, playing Yaros, the Dwarven Barbarian.
Hey, I'm Jess, and I play Leona, the Moon Elf Wizard.
Hi, I'm Philip, and I play Seven, the Warforged Cleric.
Hi, I'm Tyler, and I play the half-elven rogue Ordella.
Join our campaign as we unravel the mysteries of an ancient necrotic evil, right now on 20 Sides. You make your way down these steps. As you get down, the atmosphere of the room feels different than above. It's a lot more humid in this room. You hear a few drips. Once you get down, you still have the light on your mace where you can see 30 feet out in front of you. It's a much bigger room. It looks like at this point, you're underneath what they made into rooms for Crowreach Tower. It's more of an oblong room than a circular room. And it looks like it's about double the size of what the tower would be. In the very back of the room, from this distance, you're probably 60 feet away, and it's really tough to see because your light only goes out 30 feet. But Yaros, you can see it way better than Seven can because of your dark vision. You see a black ball, an orb, a chunk of energy that is just floating close to the back of the room. And whatever, Yaros, you're feeling right now definitely feels connected to this ball. The room, while it's not completely covered in water, there are puddles of water everywhere. There are bones everywhere within the room. Very similar to what you guys saw in the Alderwood Monastery when you first saw Halvar, and there were bones everywhere. It's not as many bones here, but there are tons of bones.
So I pause.
Okay.
Because obviously I can only see so much, but I'm obviously recognizing. Now, Seven, being made of metal and wood and things like that, like the atmosphere doesn't make sense to me. I don't feel the humidity really. Like none of that really makes sense, but I'm obviously seeing like this is a different space and these bones everywhere. Mm-hmm. So I kind of like turn back to Yaros and hey, what do you think? What do you think?
Yes, there's something across the room. This feels different. What do you think, little girl? What is your special powers? You are attuned to this magic. She can see that far away too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So she can kind of see that ball of dark energy. Is that something you know of? Perhaps this is the sensor of Thormir, or the drop of Thormir.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not super familiar with every ball of magic.
Make an Arcana check, Leo. As a wizard, roll a d20.
8 total.
Unfortunately, you're not quite familiar with whatever that is from this distance. Maybe if you get closer, you'd be able to discern what's going on. But what Yaros said, putting 2 and 2 together, what the letter said about, a drop of the essence from the sensor of Thormir, maybe this has something to do with that. Not 100% sure, but that makes sense.
How much room is there if we were to spread out to stay? How far apart could we all be?
So the room is about 50 feet wide and about 60 feet deep.
Is there any concentration or are there places where there's more bones, or is it just kind of just randomly throughout spread?
The bones are definitely randomly spread. The waters, the smaller puddles of water, there's some bigger puddles that are more concentrated toward the middle of the room than there are toward the sides of the room.
Can you feel if this is like a disease like that's taking over? Is it a poison that's taking over? Is it
Asking me.
Yeah, like is that something that you can feel?
So, I mean, I've been taking psychic damage. So, I mean, it's more of just a.
No, it's not psychic. It's you can't quite tell.
Oh, okay.
You would know. I'll say this: you would know, being a dwarf, that it's definitely not poison damage.
Okay.
It doesn't feel like a disease necessarily. From what you've seen, or from what you've been told about the old man that died, and what you've seen from the bear that you guys fought, and what you saw of Halvar, it doesn't necessarily look like a disease.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is, but this does feel stronger as we get closer. I do not think we should stay close, though. Ball of energy, if it attacks one of us, we don't want it to get all of us. So I say we spread out as we get closer.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my last healing potion because I took a couple hits back there, guys. So
that's what would be wise.
Yeah.
We don't know this.
So I pull out my.
Okay.
Even though I don't drink or eat or sleep.
Oh,
or
that's
anything,
true.
so-
You can't take healing potions.
Can I
I'm
not?
kidding.
I was gonna say, can I not? I was like, oh no, like that's not good.
All right, I will approach on this far wall.
I'll go to the middle.
That's a good place.
I guess
Leona,
I'm just
so you
gonna
just hang
stay in the
back.
back. Yep.
So it's not disease, even though like that's what like the bear looked diseased.
Yeah, it
and
feels
they
like.
I mean, and if the old man did, that seems disease.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I was asking. I didn't know if that was.
From what y'all felt when you've failed these Constitution saving throws, it feels like some sort of magical effect.
Okay.
At the ready.
Okay.
And I'm like looking over. I'm like, how fast do you want me to? Do you want
Just
to go?
a slow walk.
Okay,
A slow walk,
okay,
please.
Okay.
Anything y'all want to do, any spells you want to cast, anything you want to do specifically before y'all start heading in?
Do you have any cantrips that help you that you can cast before a fight?
So I look at Yarost and I'm kind of like nodding, like, yeah, you got this. And then I lean over and I touch Leona and I cast guidance on her because
Oh God,
I
stop
just-
touching me, please.
I feel like you might need some help. So
So I'm gonna cast or one of my cantrips, Mage Hand.
Okay.
And see if I can touch.
oh boy, here we go.
The ball?
The ball.
Yes.
You want to touch the
You're
ball?
touching the ball. Okay.
Just one. I just want to touch one
what's-
ball.
You got to make a boop sound when you do.
What's the range on Mage Hand?
30 feet.
So y'all are so from the end of the steps, it's about 55 feet back. It's at the very back of the room.
Okay, I guess I can move 30 feet away.
So we're all just gonna like
But not
Y'all are all going to
29.
make your way into the room.
slowly move
Mhm.
forward.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so as we enter the room, I think Seven's trying to stay more towards the middle. I'm going to hug one of the walls. And then how far back are you staying, Leona?
I want to get at least 30
30
so I
feet
can
away
use
from
my mage hand and see if I could touch it or something with that.
So are you going to move in front of him, though? So you have to stay at least 30 feet.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say I think that if she's moving, Seven's probably going to
Stay in front of her.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So Yarost is hugging one of the walls. Seven is walking directly
Directly down the middle.
down the middle.
Like he measured each side and was
I
like,
did.
Yep.
you know, this
He-
is
yeah, he pulled out
17 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tape measure, the 25-foot tape measure. And then Leo is
It's
hugging.
kind of awkward after like the 12 foot. You're like trying
Yeah,
to get
no,
it
yeah,
out.
yeah.
It's
I had to
like,
step on it and then
And
try to
it-
slide it. Yeah.
And then Leo is hugging the other wall. You guys begin walking into the room. The pull on Leo and Seven, it's not enough. You're able to block it out. Yarost, it's a little stronger for you. It's making you get a little more dizzy, a little more off balance than previous. Not enough to really shake you at this point, but you feel the closer you get to this ball of energy or whatever this is, you can tell it's directly connected to that. As you guys get 5 and then 10 feet into the room, you start to see the puddles. Instead of dripping down, they begin to drip up.
Oh. That's different.
The water is almost a black, sludgy water. And the drips start to drip more and more and more and more until the drips start to swirl together. And in the middle of the room is almost a humanoid creature that at this point is made out of water. I need everybody to roll for initiative. Here we go.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, boy. That is gonna be a 6.
I see your 6. I also have one.
I'm 16 to 19 total.
Ooh. I rolled a natural 2.
Wow.
So
Staying in the game.
all of you will go first. Leo, you're going first as this materialized water sludge monster is now standing in front of you. What are you doing?
Have we seen anything like this before? Like, is this something that is like completely out of the realm of what we've known?
Roll a history check. I'll give you a history check. It can be high.
My history is a -1, so 19.
19.
Mm-hmm. I rolled
7.
7.
I rolled a 20 plus 5.
Jeez.
I know all about these.
You've studied. You actually have 7 books at home.
I'm a historian of black orb creatures.
So,
I
Leo,
stole all the books from Words of Wisdom.
the best you could make out is this is some type of elemental, some type of water elemental, but it doesn't look like a typical clear water elemental. There's definitely something at play going on with this orb.
Okay, so, sorry, did the orb turn into this or the?
No.
So is the orb still back there?
The orb is still in the back, kind of pulsating.
Right.
The creature materialized from all these puddles that began dripping upward. So, Leo, you are up.
Okay, so I'm going to use a chromatic orb.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast it as a cold ice orb. See if I can
Ally.
freeze.
Somebody's been looking at the DM's notes.
I didn't.
I'm just
I
kidding.
don't even know what's going on half the time. A 3.
A 3. So this orb of ice shoots forward. It manages to just come out of form. It splashes on the ground. Your orb flies by and it materializes back up. Would you like to move at all? Would you like to do anything else? You have a bonus action. So right now you're about 25 feet away from this thing, all the way against the wall.
I'm just gonna back into the wall. No,
Okay.
I'll just stay where I'm at.
All right.
Try to decide if my character would think to attack the orb or not.
Give yourself a roll.
5 or 6, we'll go after the orb. All right. So I'm going to first off go into a rage.
Okay.
And it's my bonus action, and then I will run towards the elemental in the middle of the room. Attack recklessly with Great Weapon Mastery.
All right.
12.
12. So you swing forward, your maul goes through it. It splashes, but just comes back together. When you do that, you know you can do damage to this thing, but you know you just didn't roll high enough to hit it. Anything else you want to do?
No, that'll be it.
All right. 7.
So, obviously not knowing much about this thing,
Mhm.
I'm going to Sacred Flame
Okay.
and see, because if it's water, what does that mean? Because I see him swinging it go through, but I don't know if that means he can't hit it or still trying to figure that out. So,
Okay.
Sacred Flame.
A 5 from me fails.
Yeah.
So give me damage.
4 damage.
You shoot forward this radiant light. It hits it, sizzles, steams. The creature just kind of recoils a little bit, and you can tell you did some damage to it. I need 7 and Yaros to make a strength saving throw.
Would a 22 be a good?
That would succeed.
Okay.
15.
15. So both of you succeed on this as this creature, both of its arms kind of extend out even further, and it wraps into both of you, but you're able to push past, and it breaks. The water crashes to the ground, and then it absorbs it back as it stands there readying again. Leo, back up to you, but before you go, I need everybody to roll a perception check.
17.
8.
7.
7, you were the only one that notices this, but you start to see a few of the bones rattling a little bit. Leo, it's up to you.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Flaming Spear. I guess I'll use my bonus action to move it towards.
Okay. Ooh, 12 on the saving throw.
6 total.
So very similar to when 7 hit it with his sacred flame. Your flaming sphere rushes forward, slams into it. As it recoils back, a little bit of vapor goes away from it. Yarost.
All right, so we'll do all the reckless attack with Great Weapon Master. 16.
That hits.
All right, so as I'm raging, I get another D6 of radiant damage for my first attack each turn. So this will do a total of 24 damage.
Nice. All right, as you rear back, this time you connect directly to it and you feel it. You feel your maul smack into it this time as it and then crashes back. You've definitely felt the damage this time. 7.
So I'm going to cast Searing Smite as a bonus action.
Okay.
Right? So I'm going to attack with my mace. I'm going to cast Searing Smite.
Okay.
And in Searing Smite, he'll have to roll a DC. Right? And then the next time when I hit him, same thing.
Yeah. Okay.
First with my mace. 11.
11 misses.
Okay.
That's okay.
Yes.
You're good.
Yes.
Casted Searing Smite,
Mm-hmm.
readying that, missed with the mace. It is now going to slam into both Yarost and 7. First on 7 is a 22 to hit,
Mm-hmm.
and then on Yarost is a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That'll hit? All right.
Almost hit me twice.
7, you're going to take 12 damage. And Yarost, you're going to take 15 damage.
What kind of damage is this?
This would be bludgeoning
All right,
damage.
we'll have-
Half that as you're raging. So with both of its hands pulled up, it slams down onto both of you like a crashing wave almost, just slams into your back as the sludgy black water hits you. Leo, it is your go again, but before you go, I need everybody to roll another perception check for me.
8.
10.
9.
8, 10, and 9. So none of you notice.
We just don't notice.
We just, yeah. It's done us.
As he digs for more monsters.
I'm doing it right. So obviously we just got hit and I'm kind of stunned. I look over to Yarost and I say, the bones. But I don't really know what that means just yet because it happened last time, but.
Leo, it is your go. Oh, wait. We're gonna retcon this a little bit because at the end of its turn, it's supposed to make a saving throw for the flaming sphere.
Right.
So let me make that saving throw. And he fails again. So go ahead and roll your damage for the sphere.
8.
8 more damage. All right. Now, what would you like to do with your turn?
So I'm going to take my mage hand
Okay.
and see if I can scoop him up to 10 pounds of him and move him somewhere and pour him out.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
What, 10 pounds? I mean, that's a couple.
I mean, that's a leg. It's like a
that's
leg,
2 gallons.
you know? Yeah.
Yeah, easily.
That's right. 5 pounds.
Make
I don't know.
make a strength check with your. Or no. You know what? Just make a roll a d20 and add your intelligence modifier, your spellcasting modifier.
17 plus 3.
So 20.
Yeah.
Okay. So this mage hand moves forward
Yeah, just makes a little cup.
and almost like scrapes out
Scoops a little bit up.
the side of this creature. Roll a d10.
2.
2. Okay. So you scrape through. Some of the water falls and pours on the ground, and you do 2 damage to it.
Oh. Hey.
I like it.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah, hey.
Trying to get inventive here.
I like it. Yarost. Or Leo, do you want to move at all? Do anything?
No, I'm just going to stay there.
Okay.
All right, same old here. Reckless attack and great weapon mastery. 18.
18 hits.
7 plus 17, so 24.
Woo. So again, you pull back with your maul, push through it again. You feel that same smack. You feel that same little bit of resistance knowing that you hit it and have done damage to it. 7, you are up. With your searing smite ready to go with your mace.
Yes, so I'm feeling a little worse for wear right now.
Sure.
And so I'm trying to kind of regain composure. Again, I'm meant for battle. And a lot of times I'm rushing into things, and I do remember the bones shaking. I do know he's obviously taken a lot from me, so I'm going to move away. I'm going to back up.
Okay.
Out of
he'll,
range.
He'll get an attack of opportunity
So you disengage.
unless
Yeah.
you disengage. But
Right.
that's your action.
Right. And that's what I'm disengaging
Okay.
because I saw the bones shaking. I don't know what's coming from that,
Yep.
but I know that there's more going on.
Okay.
So I'm disengaging.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Where do you want to move?
I want to just move straight back.
All the way to the steps?
Okay. Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
So you back
enough
up.
that I feel I'm out of range.
Okay,
I
yeah.
can take a second.
Definitely out of range of him.
Compose myself.
About 25 feet away. Leo, you notice beside you now, a skeleton has animated and is at you. Yarost, another skeleton, creeps up behind you. Leo, it swings at you with a broken, what's this bone? Femur? Is that a femur?
Femur's leg.
Tibia with a femur's leg. Swings at you with a broken tibia, and it hits with a 25. No, excuse me, 23. It hits. And you're going to take 5 damage as it scrapes across your back. Yarost, the one behind you, 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right. And you're going to take 3 damage. And then, the sludgy elemental is going to swing twice at Yarost, as he is the only one standing next to it now. With an 11 is going to miss.
All right.
And a 22 is going to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to take 13 damage. Halved.
Yikes.
Mm-hmm.
What are hit points at? Let's go around the table. 7. How many hit points you got left?
9.
Leo, how many hit points you got left?
9.
Ooh. Yarost, how many hit points you got left?
We got a group here. Got another 9.
Oh.
999.
All right.
All right.
Leo, you're up. What are you doing? Everybody's badly injured. You got a skeleton right beside you. You're looking forward. There's a skeleton now behind Yarost. This sludgy water elemental creature is in front of him. You've seen 7 move back to the steps. There's this pulsating orb of energy behind the close to the back wall. What are you doing?
Okay, flaming sphere is still going.
Oh, now that you said
Nice.
that, let me roll a dex save. It failed again, so go ahead and roll your damage.
8.
8 more damage. Nice. So that flaming sphere is burning, vaporizing part of it, and you see this water elemental. One of its arms is completely gone at this point. What are you going to do with your turn?
I'm going to use Firebolt to hit the skeleton towards next to me.
Next to you? Okay. Roll at disadvantage because it is right next to you.
13.
Hits.
5.
5 damage. All right. So you just reach out your hand and you sear this firebolt into the skeleton as it recoils back a couple of steps. Yarost, you are up. You got a skeleton behind you.
Can I move?
Yes, it still gets an attack of opportunity.
Looking at this room, the orb is in the very back. Is there no other exit than the one we came in?
Correct. Yarost.
I'll reflexively take my first attack towards the skeleton that just got attacked. Doing all the things as usual. Be a 22.
That hits. I know what he's doing.
9 plus 17, so 26.
So 26. So after being scraped by this skeleton, you just turn around reflexively, slam into it with your maul. As the bones just shatter completely, it falls to the ground dead. And since you have Great Weapon Master, you can take an extra attack. Go ahead and roll against the elemental. Yes.
That's only a 15.
15 hits.
All right. So this doesn't get my raging, new bonus of a d6. There's only 2d6. Okay. 10 plus 17 still, though. 27.
This time you smack kind of into where its hip would be. One of the legs splashes to the ground as it now is like wobbling on one leg and one arm, trying to balance. 7, what are you doing? So, there's a skeleton in front of Leo. You've got the elemental right in front of you.
She did good damage to the skeleton.
She did 5, yeah.
Yeah, so she did damage to it, so she's probably going to take care of it her turn.
Okay.
I'm going to Sacred Flame.
Okay. Is that a wisdom saving throw?
Dexterity.
Dexterity 18.
Mm-hmm.
Succeeds. So you shoot forward where its leg would have been. It goes flying through, hits the ground, and dissipates. It is going to swing with just one attack now, since it's only got one arm left, at Yarost, and with a 25 to hit. Been rolling high with this guy. Not mad about it. You all watch as this elemental rears back its arm, swings forward, slams into Yarost's chest, and does 15 damage as Yarost falls.
He's only half it.
Oh, that's right. Because he's raging. So he takes 7 damage. He's not falling.
Out of here. 2 points.
Yarost falls to one knee as it hits him in his chest. It is now going to make its dexterity saving throw against the flaming sphere that's above it and fails again with a 5. I've rolled terrible on that both times. Go ahead and roll damage for the flaming sphere.
4.
4 damage as
we got a nail
it
biter.
Vaporizes and just Leo, it is your go. There's a skeleton still in front of you. There's this half vaporized, smack down elemental in the middle of the room. What are you doing?
How far away is the orb?
The orb from you
the skeleton.
is about.
I know when you said that, I'm sure she'll take it out. I was like,
yeah.
I'd say it's 30 feet away from you.
I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb as a 2nd level spell.
Okay.
And I'm going to hit the orb in the back. Or shoot the orb in the back.
Okay. 2 questions. 1, what element are you using?
I think I'm going to do lightning.
Okay. And then 2, make an attack roll.
4.
This orb of lightning goes flying forward. It starts to get close to this ball of energy, and as soon as it gets within a 1.5 feet, it just goes and dissipates. Anything else you want to do?
Okay, so since that didn't go like I had planned in my mind. I am gonna move my flaming sphere to the skeleton beside me as my bonus action.
It will make a dexterity saving throw and roll a. This is gonna be close. What's the spell DC? I'll say this. I rolled an 11 plus 2 dex, 13. It saves, but it still does half damage. So roll 2d6 and take half of that.
So 5.
So 2 damage. It manages to dodge partially out of the way. It does hit it a little bit, kind of grazes against it. The heat of that sphere, it looks awful, but it is not dead.
It looks worse than dead.
And it's actually its go because I forgot to make it go. That's going to hit. 19 to hit.
Yikes.
Yeah.
You take 7 damage. How many hit points do you have now?
2.
2. So we've got a skeleton that looks awful. As bad as a skeleton can look, it looks. As bad as this sludgy elemental creature can look, it looks. And you've got the pulsating orb in the back. Yarost, what are you doing?
So I you see Yarost about to act.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of like, Yarost. And I kneel.
Mm-hmm.
And I cast Prayer of Healing at 2nd level.
Okay.
And so this should be 2d8 plus 4 is what everybody picks up that I can see.
Ooh. Hold on.
So it says regain 2d8 plus 4 hit points. Unaffected are constructs and undead.
For everybody that you can see?
Up to 6 creatures of your choice that you can see within range each regain hit points equal to 2d8 plus your spell casting ability modifier.
I love it.
This spell has no effect on undead or constructs.
Yeah. So we'll allow you to go out of turn because y'all are right next to each other. So go ahead and roll 2d8 and all 3 of you will grab that.
7.
Ooh.
8.
Oh, 15 plus.
Big roll.
Plus 4. That's 19.
19 hit points.
Now that's my last second spell slot of the day.
Yeah. So what do you?
I know, my
so you
slots are
drop to a knee.
fading
So
fast.
with my flaming mace, because Searing Smite is still there, and my emblem of Karis, I get on one knee and I mutter. They can't hear me, but I'm muttering as I pray to Karis for this prayer of healing.
I love it. And like a little bit of light kind of emits from you as you two feel the warmth of Karis and take 19 hit points each.
Feels like taking a warm pee in a
and
cold
then I
pool.
and then I stand. They see me stand up, and I kind of like shiver a little bit. And then I'm ready again.
Oh, I love it.
Did you
what
also,
a great turn.
Did you also pee in the pool?
That's what I was gonna say.
A little bit, yeah. And that's kind of what it was.
Oh, wow.
Hey,
Okay. So
Watch
you're back
shield.
up to 21.
yes.
You're back up to 21 and you're
25.
25. Okay.
I was at 9, so
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Big game changer right there. All right. Well, we'll just do all the things now. I keep going recklessly.
Yeah.
Don't worry about any of that stuff. Oh, so close. 19 plus 5, so 24.
That hits.
11 plus 17, so 28 damage.
28 damage. You pull back your maul. This time, you slam through its chest. As you do, the entire creature splashes to the ground, and it doesn't materialize back up, as it looks like you have ended its life form.
How far away is the skeleton?
It's 15 feet away from you.
I rush forward to it
Okay.
and try to kill it as well.
Make an attack roll.
20,
That hits.
11 plus 17, 28.
It's dead as you shatter the bones in front of you. The only thing left in the room at this point is the orbish energy ball that's kind of pulsating in the back. I do need everybody to make another Constitution saving throw for me, though.
All these. I fail all these.
8.
8.
12.
9.
9. So Yarost and 7, you both take 3 points of damage as again, the life force feels like it's being tugged out of you. All the dangers in the room outside of this energy orb seem to have subsided for the time being. What would you like to do?
Can I move Flaming Sphere to above it?
Yeah.
Or to it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do.
It goes forward as it gets to about 2 feet away. Flaming Sphere goes out. And that is it for this week's 20 Sides. Tune in each week to check in on Yarost, 7, and Leo as they venture across the Veiled Lands. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at 20 Sides Pod. Rate and review us on your favorite podcast platform. And don't forget to share the podcast with your friends, family, and your arch rivals. Last but not least, we couldn't do it without the atmospheric background tracks provided by tabletopaudio.com. We will see you next week, right here on 20 Sides.